for what I've done. I take complete responsibility, and I know that this is a pivot in my life to hopefully move forward to better things.
Yeah, thank you. Ms. Goodrich, any recommendations from the people?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The defendant is 36 years old with no prior.
We can go back on. All right, we're back on the record in the 53rd Circuit Court for the County of Sheboygan. Ms. Hawes, I want to let you know we do provide public access online as well as in the courtroom. We're here for sentencing in People v. Christine Hawes. It's filed 25-7060FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
Melissa Goodrich, Sheboygan County Prosecutor.
And Scott Bigger on behalf of Christine Hawes.
Okay, good morning. And Mr. Bigger, your client's here for sentencing on a charge of possession of ketamine, a 2-year felony, guidelines 0 to 3, and a sentence agreement for 7411 with no immediate jail. Have you had a chance to review the report and recommendations with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, we just have one correction to the basic information report, and that would be it.
Okay, go ahead.
On there, it lists under religion, Christian Science. Ms. Hawes indicates that she's Lutheran.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and, Agent Fagan, good morning. We have only one requested change from the defendant in the basic information report for religion to change from Christian Science to Lutheran. Any other modifications?
No, Your Honor.
Any scoring challenges from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich, any additions, corrections, or scoring challenges from the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Bigger, anything you want to say on behalf of your client? Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, I would just indicate that Ms. Hawes has no prior record. As soon as she came to us, she was very remorseful. She was in tears the whole time. And speaking with her, it sounds like she's had a lot of physical health issues over the years, and that's resulted in some effects to her mental health. And it sounds like, to a certain extent, she's self-medicated those issues with substances at times. As she's talked to me, she is very accepting of help. She does want to free herself from the use of substances. And so I talked to her about the recommended terms of probation. She's very agreeable with those terms. I think that a term of 7411 will give her the incentive to follow through with that treatment. And I think that she's going to be successful with that. So I would ask the court to follow the agreement, place her on a term of probation under 7411 to focus on her substance use. Looking at the compass scoring chart, there really isn't any other areas where she really needs help other than substance abuse. So I do think she has the tools to be successful, and I'd ask the court to follow the agreement.
Thank you, Mr. Bigger. Ms. Hawes, you don't have to make a statement today, but you're allowed to if you wish. Is there anything you want to tell me or no?
I'm very sorry for what I've done. I take complete responsibility, and I know that this is a pivot in my life to hopefully move forward to better things.
Yeah, thank you. Ms. Goodrich, any recommendations from the people?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The defendant is 36 years old with no prior felonies or misdemeanors. She takes care of her father and has 1 year of college. The guidelines are 0 to 3. The plea agreement was a 7411 with no immediate jail. The defendant did take immediate responsibility with law enforcement, as well as in this court case. She appears to have been honest in the PSI, and that's appreciated. I would ask the court to follow the recommendations for 1 year probation. There was a red flag that she is the caretaker of her father, but I think with probation oversight that will hopefully go smoothly forward.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hawes, if you please stand for the court sentence. Ms. Hawes, you certainly have some positives here, as your attorney outlined, the compass assessment, looking at the criminal risks and needs, evaluates you as a low risk offender for committing more crimes. That seems consistent with the fact that you're 36 and you have no prior criminal record. In this case, you're caught by hotel staff up north when they see evidence of drug usage in the room and report that to the police. You're up north with your father, and you and surprisingly, you and he together, it seems, are participating in some drug use together. And I'd encourage you, in whatever treatment or counseling you obtain through probation, to explore a better, healthy dynamic between you and your father there.
Yes.
But I think that a term of probation with 7411 treatment is appropriate under these circumstances. So I will follow that recommendation in the plea agreement and place you on probation for 12 months, subject to the terms and conditions listed on pages 2 and 3. I want to highlight some of those conditions for you. You do have to complete a substance abuse assessment and complete substance abuse treatment when referred by your supervising agent. There's a crime victims assessment of $130, monthly supervision fee to the Department of Corrections, court costs of $350. You have to comply with DNA testing and pay a $60 fee for that. And there's $68 in minimum state costs. And obviously you can't use or possess alcohol, controlled substance, or any mind-altering substance while you're on probation. I will place you on probation under section 7411 of the Public Health Code, which means that if you successfully complete the terms of probation, the charge will be dismissed and the file suppressed. Also, you can petition for early discharge from probation at the halfway point or beyond if you've successfully completed its terms. So we're going to hand you a piece of paper explaining that process. Also, you can file an appeal if you wish to the Court of Appeals by filing an application. We're going to hand you a couple copies of the piece of paper explaining your appeal rights. We're asking you to initial one copy for us right now so we can keep a copy showing we gave it to you. The other one is for you to fill out if you want to take an appeal. Do you have any questions for me, Ms. Mons?
No, Your Honor.
Agent Fagan, do you want her to stick around to meet with you?
I do, Judge.
Okay, so then stick around and see Agent Fagan before you go. He'll get you set up on probation, and I'm sure we're going to get that transferred to your county residence. All right, thank you, Mr. Fagan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The next case is scheduled for 10. We'll go off the record until that case is ready. Will be Joshua Claypool. It's two files, 25-7024 and 7025. I have in front of me a plea agreement and an amended information in 7025. Mr. Nightingale, you consent to the filing of the amended information?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the plea agreement says it's for a no contest plea. What would be the reason for a no contest plea?
Civil liability.
And Ms. Goodrich, the people consent to that?
Yes.
Mr. Claypool, would you please stand and as best you can, raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you put your hand on, you can have a seat, sir. All right, Mr. Claypool, in a guilty plea hearing, I would ask you about what happened. In a no contest plea, I won't do that. Instead, I'll review what's been marked as joint exhibits 1 and 2 for today's proceeding. I will ask you a lot of questions just to make sure you understand what your rights are and what's happening, and answer any questions that you might have. So my first question to you is, do you understand that a no contest plea, it does have the same legal effect in the criminal case as a guilty plea in terms of you being convicted of the crimes and my authority or jurisdiction to sentence or punish you? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so for that reason, this is an important hearing and I want you to listen carefully. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I have to advise you the maximum penalty that you could face in file 7024, domestic violence third offense, is a felony punishable by a maximum of 5 years and or $5,000 fine. And in file 7025, a charge of aggravated stalking habitual second is a felony punishable by a maximum of 7.5 years and or $10,000 fine, or probation for any term of years not less than 5. And I believe because one was committed on a bond for the other, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Or actually while another was pending, not while on bond, that then those would be discretionary consecutive. So that the maximum penalty that you could face would be the 5 years plus 7.5 for 12.5. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you signed that form?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for me or for Mr. Nightingale about any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you plead no contest, you won't have a trial and you'll give up all those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you are choosing to do today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that it was caused by threats or by any promises outside the plea agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, when you plead no contest, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. But the types of issues you could raise after pleading are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Plea agreement provides in exchange for your plea to the charges I outlined, the prosecutor will dismiss the habitual fourth notices, and there's restitution agreed upon of $3,200, and there's a sentence agreement for any incarceration ordered will not exceed 26 months combined for the two files. So if I chose to impose discretionary consecutive sentencing, even with that taken into account, the total of the minimum term would be less than 26 months. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Nightingale, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of the terms of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Claypool, that sentencing agreement is not binding on me, meaning I don't know a whole lot about the case. Once I get into a pre-sentence report, and if I decide, I just would, really think that Mr. Claypool should get a lot more than 26 months. I'm not bound by this. But if I don't follow it, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea, not getting what you bargained for. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is an important exception to that. If you get yourself in trouble between now and the sentencing date, say by violating any court orders or committing a new crime, by that kind of misconduct, you would lose the right to withdraw the plea, even if I didn't follow the sentence agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead no contest?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing all this, in file 7024, how do you wish to plead to the charge of domestic violence third offense? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
And how do you wish to plead to the charge in 7025, aggravated stalking habitual second? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right, let me briefly review the joint exhibits here for the factual basis. And I do believe that the exhibits 1 and 2 establish a factual basis for the charges in that honor about the dates alleged, and in Sheboygan County, Mr. Claypool did physically assault somebody with whom he had a domestic relationship, and that then while he was in the jail, he did engage in a course of conduct despite a violation of a condition of pretrial release to contact the complaining witness several times, causing her to feel harassed, and a reasonable person would have done so as well. And Mr. Claypool, I do need to ask you just to establish the prior convictions. Did you have prior domestic assault convictions in 2006 and 2008?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then did you have a prior felony, domestic violence third in Grand Traverse County in 2018? For the aggravated, for the habitual second notice?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Nightingale, you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Mr. Nightingale, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Nightingale, in your judgment, has the court fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
The court has.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Claypool, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe that you're guilty of those offenses. So I hereby accept your plea. We'll schedule sentencing for December 2nd at 10:30 a.m. Anything further? Oh, and you have to cooperate with a pre-sentence report, so we'll be back to meet with you about that. Anything else from the people?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
From the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you then, Mr. Claypool.
If I could step out for just a few minutes.
Yes, let's go. You're going to zoom in?
Yes, I'm zooming in for Chippewa. It should just take a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, very good. All right. Let's go.